So we've just arrived at Thorpe Park for our mummy and son day. Are you excited, Harry?
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to the most?
Nemesis.
Nemesis, that's your favourite, isn't it? So Harrison actually hit 1.4, tall enough for all of the roller coasters this time last year, but the only big two coasters he's done here are Swarm, and which is my favourite, and Nemesis, which he declared as his favourite. So today he's going to be experiencing all of the others, and he is really looking forward to it, and so am I. So we arrived at 9:15. The park doesn't open until 10. But we've heard really bad things about the queues to get in the first place, so we decided to arrive nice and early, and it's just gone 9 o'clock and they've let us through, so I presume there'll be another queue once we get inside. Thank you very much. But yeah, we're through bag check, which was actually bag check was actually a bit better today. When we came on Sunday, we walked through the airport metal detector type things, and they just didn't even look in our bags because they hadn't beeped, even though we had Reese with the buggy, so the buggy made the detector beep. But today, even though we walked through, it didn't beep. They still checked our bag, which makes me feel a bit better. How are you feeling?
Good.
So we're now through the queue from security, and we're just waiting in another queue now for pass holders. So I'm hoping they'll let us in soon, and we can get ready to head straight to our first ride. What's our first ride, Harry? Saw. You've not done that one before. Last time we came, actually, the end of last year, Harrison was going to come on Saw, and then he decided that he didn't like the look of it, but he's looking forward to it today, so hopefully he's brave enough to give it a go. The only ride he's really nervous about and doesn't want to have a try of at the moment is Stealth, which I can understand why. It does look very scary, but it's one of my favourites, so I'm sure I'm going to get him on there. What do you think?
I don't know. I'll see when I get there.
Good boy. You've definitely got mummy's genes, haven't you? Because daddy doesn't like rides, but you love them like me. Hopefully Tyler and Reese will be the same. So we headed straight for Saw, and it is closed, and then we went to Colossus, and that is closed too. So now we are in the queue for Samurai, which we've both done before, haven't we? And we like this one.
Yeah.
But hopefully the other rides will be opening up shortly, so we can get on those straight after this. Was it better than last time?
Yeah, and it felt really high.
Felt like it went higher than last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. Even I came out of my seat, so God knows how much he must have, because I'm twice the size of him. But yeah, no, it was fab. So we are just hoping that either Saw or Colossus are going to open up shortly, and if not, we'll head off to find something else to do. So neither of the rides we were waiting for have opened yet, so we are heading for Nemesis Inferno, which is Harrison's favourite. He's done this a couple of times. It says it's got an hour queue, so we will see. There goes Colossus on a test run behind us. If I can find it, up there. But yeah, hopefully we'll get on there later today. We've just come off Nemesis, and I can confirm it is still Harrison's favourite ride. It was really good. The photo seemed to cut him out though. I don't know if it's just because he's so small in the chair, because he is only sort of at the height limit or just over. So that may be why. But we're just heading to Colossus now. It says it has a 2-hour queue, but we're just going to go for it because everything's got a big queue, so we might as well just enjoy something. So we'll catch up soon. excited?
Yeah. I think this is going to be my favourite argument.
Yeah. So Harrison tried to come on this ride in September last year, the last time we came here to do big rides. And as he sat into the seat, he put his feet, so there's 2 separate compartments, one for each foot, and he put his feet in the same compartment, and the lady didn't realise, and she slammed the chest restraint down and like crushed his ankle. And that was it. He didn't want to go on then, so they released the restraint straight away and got him off and everything, and made sure he was okay, asked if he needed first aid, which he didn't. He was okay. It was just a shock to him, I think. But yeah, so he literally got in the seat last time and then didn't get to ride, so hopefully he's going to enjoy it today. So Harrison now has a new favourite in Colossus, but we've literally come off and seen that Soar is open with a 45-minute queue, and there are literally people running past us to get on it, so we're going to join the madness and we'll see you after Soar. So I've just got off Soar. Harrison did not like the theming one bit, and it's a shame because he would have loved the roller coaster, but he decided to stay off. So I rode on my own and he waited with the lady. She was really nice actually, she looked after him. But yeah, the theming is quite scary, even for me, and I'm an adult, but I've not seen the films, but it just freaked him out a little bit too much. So we're going to go and get some lunch now. Where are we going for lunch, Harry? Harry wants KFC, so we're going to go and find KFC for lunch, and then we will catch you guys after, see what we're going to do next. So we've just finished lunch, which was really nice, and now we are heading to the Dodgems, something a bit gentler to let our dinner go down. You ready for the Dodgems?
Yeah.
I'm going to go faster than you.
No way.
Let's see. So we've just got off the Dodgems. Did you enjoy that, Harry?
Yeah.
How many times did you crash? Too many, I think is the answer.
I don't think.
Whoa! Don't think I did that many. Right, we're just heading over to Vortex. Got a 20-minute queue. We were going to go to Swarm next, but it's currently having issues. So we'll see how it's doing after we've ridden Vortex. So we've done Vortex, and how was it, Harry?
Awesome, and I couldn't decide whether I loved it or dreaded it.
But it was good in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favourites. I remember going on that like as like a young teenager, maybe even younger, like Harrison's age, and loving it. And it's still just as good now. I mean, you can always go on like cheap imitation, not cheap necessarily, but imitation like little ones at like little travelling theme parks and stuff, but they're just never quite as good and as big as these ones. We are now heading to Swarm, which has a 35-minute queue, so we'll catch up with you guys once we are there. My favourite ride. Now, and it was amazing as always. It never disappoints. It is just such an amazing ride. If you've got first timers to go on roller coasters, honestly that's the place to start. It's so smooth, and the restraints are the most comfortable restraints on any ride I've ever been on. They literally are like so soft, you don't even feel like you've got a restraint on, but you still feel safe. Definitely a good starting point for any newbies to roller coasters. But yeah, it's amazing. We just looked on the app, and apparently Rush only has a 5-minute queue, and it's been an hour most of the day. We both really like that one, so we're going to head there. Even if it's a little bit longer than 5 minutes, it's definitely worth it, but probably not worth the whole hour queue, so we'll see what it's like when we get there. So we joined the queue, and I think there's a glitch on the app because there's definitely more than a 5-minute queue. I would say it is probably closer to the hour, which is it's a really good ride. We really enjoy it when we do go on it, but it's definitely not worth an hour of queuing. So we're going to go and find something else that's got less of a queue. What do you fancy, Harry? where we'll wander around for a bit and see where we end up. So we are now heading for the Rumba Rapids, which only have a 10-minute queue after we've had a little sweet treat. Harrison's just finishing off the waffle that we bought, and we also had some churros, which were really nice. All this way to the Rapids, Harry. Yeah, but so far so good. We're having a good day. This will be our 8th ride of the day, and it's just coming up for 5 o'clock, so we've got 1 hour left until park closes. So we'll probably fit maybe this and one more in, so that would be 9 rides in the day, which is not too bad. Yeah, we've got most of the big ones done. We didn't do Stealth because Harrison just doesn't fancy that one. We're just looking at it now because we're just walking towards it. Something about it he just doesn't like the look of. I always tell him to try everything once, but he's just not ready to try that one yet. Maybe one day. So we made it onto the rapids, guys. Wish us luck.
Please remain seated at all times. Keep your arms and legs inside.
Oh my god. This is where you got really wet the other day. And again.
This is where I got wet. Oh no, there's a drop.
Ready? Oh, into the cave. Oh my god.
Oh, this is the best ride ever.
Oh no. Oh, it's a bit dark. Ready? Oh no! Oh god. Just got a little refreshing splash, didn't we?
Please remain seated at all times. Keep your arms and legs inside the boat.
I feel like there's
Oh my god. So we are now off the rapids. We've both got rather wet bottoms, but it was good fun. We are going to head to Stealth now. Harrison's still not certain if he wants to come on or not, but I really like that ride, so we're going to go and queue up for it. It's only got half an hour queue, which is quite good for it. So I will definitely be going on, and we'll see if Harrison chooses to join me. So I've just got off of Stealth. Harrison didn't come on in the end, so I did it on my own. He waited at the exit for me. It was really good, as always. I really like that ride. Apart from I got stung on the arm by something on the way up, like as you go at like 80 miles per hour. I felt this like sharp sting in my arm, and when I got off I looked and I literally had like a white sting hanging out of my arm. So yeah, it's quite sore, but never mind. We've only got about half an hour of park time left. We just had a look. Rush says 15 minutes, but obviously we ran there earlier when it said 5 minutes and it still had an hour queue, so we don't want to risk that again. So Harrison has chosen to go on Swarm again before we go, because that also only has a 15-minute queue. So let's go back to Swarm. I think we'll try and sit on the opposite side because the ride just feels slightly different. We sat on the left-hand side earlier, which means as you go over the top turn, you turn downwards. So if you go on the right-hand side, you turn upwards. So it just gives a slightly different feel to the ride. So we'll try for the other side, but it's not always possible, so we will see. So that is Swarm done for the second time. I definitely prefer sitting on the right, going like up as you go over the first bend.
It gets higher.
Yeah, it was really, really good. We are just heading. We were trying to do Rush again, but the queue was down to 15 minutes and now it's gone back up to 40, so I don't even want to think about what it actually is.
And when
so there's
we
just
went on Swarm, it was pretty much just walk to the
It was. It said 15-minute queue, but we literally walked straight on. We didn't wait at all. So we're just heading to, there's a little ride called Quantum that was closed for the whole of the season last year. So Harrison's never been on it. It's not a particularly big, scary thing, but it's just something to kill the last 5 minutes before we need to head out to the car park to meet Kieran and the boys. So let's go, last ride of the day. So we didn't make it onto Quantum. Just as we got there, they were closing the barriers because the park was closing. But we had a really good day. Oh, lighting's not very good in here. Had a really good day, haven't we, bud?
Yeah.
It's always nice to end on a ride that you really enjoy, so Swan was a good one for that because it's one that we both really like. But we're just heading out to meet Kieran and the boys in the car park now. So fingers crossed they've had a good day too. But yeah, we'll be back here again soon and I'm sure we'll bring you guys along.